Welcome into Week 4 predictions in the NFL. I'm your host, Jeremy Schnell. I have Isaac Glasser. I have Ian Martin with me today. Miles couldn't make it, but he's with us in spirit. Say hi, guys.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy.
Okay, so we got to get this pick in quick as the Thursday night football game is starting in just under 6 minutes or 7 minutes, it looks like. Anyway, we got the 49ers and the Rams. The 49ers and the Rams are coming up in just a few minutes. What do you guys think of this game? Let's start off with Ian.
Well, for me, I think since this game is in St. Louis, I think the Rams come out with this game. Just because the 49ers haven't been playing too good. I've never liked the 49ers on the road. They've never been too great on the road. I think the Rams come out with this game because last year they were tied. The Rams tied the 49ers once and also beat the 49ers once. So that just sums up my prediction.
All right, Isaac?
If I may, Niners win this one easy. They're going to bounce back. A couple bad games, but this game's going to be different. I know they did bad against the Rams last season. I think that was kind of a fluke. I think they'll win this game. Probably not by a lot. It won't be a blowout, but I think they'll still win this game in St. Louis. They're going to get some good pressure on Sam Bradford. Their defense is going to step it up a little better, even with some injuries. And I think Kaepernick will hit his stride again, so I think they'll bounce back and win this game.
Yeah, the San Francisco 49ers are only favored by 4 points in this game, so it won't be a surprise if this game is close. But I still think that Kaepernick will bounce back after 2 very, very tough weeks that he had against the Seahawks and then last week against the Colts. It wasn't working for him. I think he'll just bounce back and he'll have a good game today. And of course, I think they'll win.
Yeah,
That's a pretty bold prediction.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I don't like Kaepernick as much as you guys don't like him. But
Yeah, I despise him.
We'll see. All right, Jeremy, bring us into our next game.
the next game that we have going, it's going to be the Ravens and the Bills. 2 very tough teams here. As much as you guys say, as much as you guys think the Bills are just gonna roll over and lie down against the Ravens, don't look past this Bills team. They're 1-2 after a tough loss last week against the Jets. I mean, what do you think of this game? Do you think it's a sleeper pick in the Bills?
I think it is a sleeper pick just because it's at Buffalo. But if this game were in Baltimore, the Ravens would win this easy because they're the better team at home. But I think since Buffalo is at Buffalo, they'll have home field advantage on their side. E.J. Manuel, I think he's gaining a lot of confidence, really starting to fill into that offense. They're starting to expand the playbook for him, and they're starting to open up opportunities for E.J. Manuel to hit Steve Jackson and Fred Jackson out of the backfield. So I think Buffalo wins this game 30-24.
That is a horrendous pick because the Baltimore defense is pretty good this season, and I liked what they did last game. They did really well against the Texans. The Buffalo Bills will not score 30 points. They will not score 20 points against this Ravens defense. You are overrating them. E.J. Manuel is still progressing. He's going to throw a few picks, and that could benefit the Ravens. The Ravens win this. It's going to be a low-scoring game, but Buffalo Bills shouldn't score more than a few touchdowns at best.
I think C.J. Spiller has a breakout game in this game. He's not played too well in his first 3 games this season. Fred Jackson has really been carrying the load in the running game so far this season, with 169 yards being the leading rusher on that team. That's not going to get it done for this Buffalo Bills team. You want to see C.J. Spiller bounce back after a tough three-week stretch that he's gone through and have a big game for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
This is a pretty bad Bills offensive line, and they're giving up a lot of sacks already this season, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go with the Ravens just because they're the Super Bowl defending champion Ravens, and I don't think they'll lose to this Bills team. All right. Moving on to the Bengals at the Browns. Bengals 2-1, Browns 1-2, coming off a big win last week. What do you guys think of this game?
Ian, can I start this one off?
Sure.
I like the Bengals in this game, but I think it's going to be pretty close. The Bengals haven't looked as good as I thought they were this season. I know they're 2-1, but they lost in they lost in the game to the Bears where they disappointed me, and their few wins haven't been like extremely blowout wins. So I like the Browns to keep this one close, but I don't think Jordan Cameron. I don't think you can expect the same week out of him. I don't think you can. Is Hoyer still starting this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he'll throw 3 touchdowns again. I don't think the Browns will score very many points against a pretty good Bengals defense, but again, it'll be pretty close. I don't think the Bengals blow this one out.
Yeah, that's a good point, Isaac. Jordan Cameron, I don't think he can repeat the week he had last week. I think he has 10 catches, 100 yards. He doesn't put up those crazy numbers. He has 10 catches, 100 yards, and no touchdowns. Because this Bengals secondary is big. They have Brandon Merriweather. He's a big safety. He's a big, hard-hitting safety. And I think the Browns, like you said, they keep this one close, but they lose 14-3.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Bengals offense goes off this week because Andy Dalton hasn't played that well in the past couple of weeks. I think he's thrown a couple picks, and that's just he wants to keep the interception to touchdown ratio in favor of those touchdowns. I don't like the way that he's been playing this season. So he needs to play better if he wants his team to go far in the playoffs this year.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pick the Bengals in this game, obviously, because I don't think the Browns can establish a running game with I don't know who they have, but
Yeah. All right.
This Browns team needs to figure out their offensive game plan.
yeah.
Well, they're getting
Fact.
better. I think they've been trying to rebuild for 10 years now, and they're starting to figure it out. So
We'll have to see what happens on Sunday at 1:00.
all right. So next game.
Next game is the Bears at the Lions. Two very good football teams. The 3-0 Bears at the 2-1 Lions. 1:00 Eastern time.
Isaac, I'll let you go first on this one. I'm still trying to figure out my prediction.
I think this is one of those games, goes into overtime, team wins on a field goal. But I think in the end, the Lions are the victor of this game. The Bears are a good team, and the Lions are a good team. But I think Stafford, he's been throwing a lot of yards, and him and Calvin Johnson will have a good game. The Bears, definitely they're inside their line, and their linebackers are good, but their cornerbacks are lacking this year. They've been giving up more points than I expected out of the Bears. So, I mean, it could be either way, but I think the Lions win this one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on this one, Isaac. I think they do go into overtime, but they end up winning on the touchdown pass from Matthew Stafford to Calvin Johnson. Because I think the only reason the Lions win this game at home is because of home field advantage. These teams, division rivalry, they're fairly close to each other, yeah. Pretty heated rivalry, so I think Lions fans get rowdy, get loud, get their team pumped up. Lions roll on to 3-1.
Yeah. You guys are gonna be surprised by my pick because you know how high I've been on the Lions this whole season, but I'm gonna go with the Bears. It pains me to say it, but I think the Bears are definitely a better team than the Lions this year. Brandon Marshall, he's a beast at that wide receiver position. Matt Forte, I think he goes off this week also, and Jay Cutler, I think he does well this week. Not as good as he's done the past couple of weeks, but I think he does well this week, and the Bears pull off a close one in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's move on again. We're gonna go to the Giants at the Chiefs. Giants 0-3, Chiefs 3-0. Both very surprising, if I do say so myself.
Ian,
Isaac, okay, I guess I'll go first.
Do you want to start?
I got this. I have this. I don't see how anybody in their right mind could pick the Giants over the Chiefs in this game. The Chiefs are obviously the better team. They're at home down in Kansas City. I think the Chiefs win this one in a blowout. If the Panthers could put up 38 points, then the Chiefs could put up like 50 points on this Giants team. I say they win 45-7.
Yeah, but
Jeremy, do you want?
What I wanted to say was the Panthers they possess that deep threat that the Giants are not good at defending. The Chiefs, they don't really play well with throwing the ball all the way down the field like the Panthers like to. So that's why I think that the Giants are going to be able to contain the Chiefs' offense this week. And I still think the Chiefs win, but not by a blowout.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with Jeremy on this. Chiefs will win. It's at home. They're the better team, but it's not going to be like last week. The Giants, they're not the kind of team that's just going to go all season getting blown out each game. It's Tom Coughlin. It's Eli Manning. You know, they're going to bounce back. They're going to win some games. And maybe this isn't their game to win, but who knows? I mean, I don't think it's fair to say that you don't know why anyone would pick the Giants because the Chiefs are still a young team. They're not really, they're not completely proven yet. 3 games into the season, you can't say they're already a top team. So, I mean, definitely I'm going to go with the Chiefs for this game, but I think the Giants shouldn't be ruled out of this.
One other thing I want to point out is the Giants, they're good with that deep threat, like I was saying before. And Eli Manning to Victor Cruz, that is something special that they got going on over there. And the Chiefs, they can't defend that. They don't have any good corners. I can't name off any good corners that they have. They have Sean Smith, who was absolutely terrible for the Miami Dolphins. And, that's why I think that the Giants may surprise a lot of people in this game. Now, I don't think they'll win the game. I think they'll just surprise a lot of people and keep it close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go on to one of the bigger games of the week, because one of these teams is going to come out with their first win of the week. The Steelers and the Vikings. No, their first win of the season, my bad. The Steelers and the Vikings in London. This game, 1 o'clock Eastern time. I believe it's 6 o'clock London time. I'm not really certain on that, but yeah, it's night game in London either way. But so Steelers and the Vikings, both teams 0-3. Both teams have one good player. Adrian Peterson and Ben Roethlisberger.
I'll start this one off. I think the Vikings win this. It's a neutral game, which means I think if this was in Pittsburgh, the Steelers would win. Neutral location. Adrian Peterson is the best player in this game. I think he'll do well today. The Steelers' defense is not what it's been over the past few years, and I think he'll get at least 100 yards today, maybe a score or two. And, the Steelers, they could, I'm not going to rule them out of this game. They could still win this, but I don't see a player for them on their team that's really, bring them to victory. Even Roethlisberger's been struggling this season. I know he has a weaker receiving core and offensive line, but I don't see a catalyst for the Steelers that can help them win this game.
Yeah, for me, these teams are pretty much opposite on the offensive end. One team has a good QB, the other doesn't have a QB. One team has a running back, the other doesn't have a running back. Steelers have a QB, the Vikings don't. Steelers don't have a running back, the Vikings do. I think Minnesota ends up winning this game. Adrian Peterson rushes 230 yards.
230?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
No,
yeah, I know it is.
He has 281 on the season, Ian.
Yeah.
This is not a very good Minnesota team besides AP.
That's why they're going to hand it off to him 30 times.
They got Greg Jennings out there.
Yeah, but you have Christian Ponder at QB.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying. And he went to FSU, one of my favorite colleges, and I'm still pretty critical of Christian Ponder. Anyway, Vikings are the home team on record in this game, so maybe that will help them out.
Well, who are you going to see more fans of, the Vikings or this really
definitely
this is coast to coast. It's not a coast to other continent. So
yeah, I think there's going to be more Steelers fans, obviously, because Steelers.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Even though people say they travel well, I think there's more international fans for the Steelers. So
definitely.
I think they'll draw a good contingent of Steelers fans out there in London.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's our next game, Jeremy?
Our next game. This game also very, very, very intriguing, I think. The Cardinals at the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers have a new quarterback starting for them, Mike Glennon. That's going to be something to watch in this game. And the Cardinals, They did not play well last week. Let's just throw it out there and say it. They had a horrible game last week against the. They had a horrible game last week against the Saints. 31-7 was the game, and I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Ian, should I start with this one?
I got this.
Okay.
For me, the Cardinals win this game. Even though it's in Tampa, I think the Cardinals win this game because Mike Glennon, his first start against a pretty tough Arizona defense, I expect Arizona to start to throw a lot of blitzes right down Tampa's throat. And I say Cardinals come out 21-10.
Wow. Isaac?
I think the Buccaneers win this. I know they've looked really bad this season, but the Cardinals have looked worse in my mind. And, you know, they've got a new quarterback in, Glennon, and I think Doug Martin could play a good game. I think there's just – I'm not going to say that either of these teams has talent at all positions, but the Buccaneers are more talented and better spread out at each position. The Cardinals have a few pretty good players spread out, but I don't think they're good enough. And this is going to be an ugly game, turnovers and such, but Buccaneers win.
Yeah, I think the Buccaneers win too. They got that new quarterback starting, Mike Glennon, and I think Doug Martin has a good game as well. And Buccaneers win their first game and their first home game also this season.
Mm-hmm.
Their second home game, but their first home win, it would be, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's see. We got the Colts and the Jaguars. It's in Jacksonville. I don't really think we have to talk much about this game. What do you guys think?
I think the Jaguars destroy the Colts. No, I'm just kidding. Colts win this one by a lot. I think the Jaguars, they looked okay last week. They did score some points closer to the end. I know it wasn't against the Seahawks prime team, but I think the Jacksonville scores some points and Colts score some more points. And it's not going to be a pretty game, but Colts win.
Colts win 45-5, 45-10.
5. I would have stuck with that 5.
Let's go with an odd number tonight, one you never hear in football. 45-5.
There you go. That's
45-1. Just go with it.
That doesn't no.
Yes, they'll kick an extra point, but they'll not have a touchdown.
Because they couldn't find that white powdery substance.
They couldn't find that white powdery.
The white powdery substance.
The bus got lost.
Yeah, the only question I think we have in this game is when Matt Hasselbeck will come in for the Colts.
Totally. Absolutely.
Probably end of the first quarter after it's 100-0.
Yeah, you think?
You think
but
Luck will go that long?
I don't know.
First drive.
First drive. I mean, that's a long time.
I don't know if any Jacksonville fans listen to the Coast to Coast show. I don't even know if they have fans, but if
All
there
12.
are any, they're probably like, nope.
Yeah, we just lost like 3 viewers or something because we're bashing on the Jaguars. Maurice Jones-Drew.
Nope, he's done.
I don't see.
He's not an elite running back anymore. He's done.
He was an elite running back for a few seasons, and he's done.
Do you know why the Jaguars are so bad?
Because their black men got suspended.
Because they have 12 fans.
Because they have Chad Henne.
That too.
Hey, he's good. He's a Pro Bowl QB.
I never want to hear those words come out of your mouth ever again.
What, Pro Bowl?
Yeah.
So off topic.
Chad Henne and Pro Bowl.
Jerry, we've gotten so off topic. Let's
No.
move on.
Let's talk about how bad Chad Henne is, please.
We don't need to lose more viewers.
We're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back with our favorite game of the weekend. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Possibly. All right, we'll be right back after this.
Your presentation of national sports is brought to you by Spreaker.com. Broadcast and listen to news, radio, and music with one low monthly rate. Your show will be right back after this word from your local stations.
time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't.
Welcome back to Week 4 predictions here on National Sports Net. I'm Jeremy Schnell. I have Isaac Glasser and Ian Martin with me, and we're going to talk about our favorite game of this weekend. Do you guys know what game I'm talking about?
Seahawks Texans.
Saints.
Dolphins Saints is on Monday. That's not on the weekend.
Oh man. Okay, so it is.
Seahawks Texans.
Seahawks
Texans,
Texans, yeah. Seahawks
Oh.
Texans. Yes. What were you gonna say, Isaac? What game?
Titans Jets. No.
Jake Locker's my fantasy QB.
Okay.
I picked him up. I was about to pick him up.
All right, let's go.
Seahawks and Texans. Seahawks 3-0. Texans 2-1. Texans lost a tough one. I think it was last week. Yeah, they lost a tough one last week against Baltimore. And Seahawks, they're coming off that huge win over Jacksonville. What do you guys think?
Game could Ian.
I'll go first.
Oh, fine.
I'm gonna be watching this game Sunday morning. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna watch this game, and I'm gonna be thinking to myself, this could go two ways. One, Seahawks win a close one, or two, Seahawks still have their road woes and they lose by 2 or 3 touchdowns.
That would really suck.
Because I'm not sure many people don't know this, but everybody knows about how good the Seahawks are at home, but no one knows how bad they are on the road. This team last year lost to the Lions and the Dolphins.
Oh my god, they lost to the Dolphins?
Yeah, I was at
Yes.
that game. It was a great
Oh my
game.
God,
Ryan Tannehill played amazing.
Has the Dolphins ever won a game before?
Have.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeremy.
Actually, yeah. What is
Actually,
that?
I have a
What? 3-0? 3-0? Yeah.
Jeremy,
That's what I
I have a
thought.
question for you.
What?
So today I was thinking the Dolphins are the only team to ever finish 16-0. And so Dolphins fans are always rooting for no team to go undefeated. So I was wondering if Dolphins fans are going to root against the Dolphins going undefeated this season.
No. The Dolphins fans, as long as it's a Dolphins team that goes 16-0, we're good. We're fine. We're
Well, it's
set.
not going to happen. Saints. Woo!
Oh, and the Saints.
Hey, we're getting off topic.
All right, Seahawks. They win barely, but their offense is really not that good, especially on the road. Russell
No.
Wilson hasn't been playing that well this year. So it's a close game. They win 9-7.
One thing I really want to point out, a lot of people don't know this. Seahawks left tackle Russell Okung. This kid's a big time offensive lineman. He plays great against the run. He's a above average pass blocker, but without Russell Okung's out for the next 8 weeks. Without him, we're starting I believe a rookie left tackle.
Nothing wrong with rookies.
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt, yeah.
J.J. Watt will be lining up over him. And our right tackle, Breno Giacomini, a bigger offensive lineman who just gets penalized so much. It just annoys me so much.
Why don't they move him over to the left side?
Breno Giacomini,
Yeah.
he's injured too.
Oh, goodness.
He's had out practice on Wednesday.
Well, then what are they going to do? Russell Wilson's going to have to get out of that pocket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just watch out for J.J. Watt to have a big game. A big game today.
Or Sunday, you mean?
Or Sunday, sorry.
Yes. All right.
I
And,
just can't wait.
What?
Can't wait for that game.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Wait.
And
Giants
to you guys
defense
who
against me.
keep saying that we're getting off topic, guys, we're allowed to get off topic. I'm just going to go out and say it. We're allowed to get off topic. It's our show. We can do what we want.
You sound like Miley Cyrus.
It's our show. We can do what we want to.
All right. What's our next game? I think we established this one. Are we moving into Jets Titans? Yeah.
Jets and Titans. Yes, we are.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let me start this one. Ian.
Jets.
Both. Wait. Whoa.
NBC.
I have to set it up here.
TV.
This is what I do. I set up the games for you guys to predict. The Jets 2-1 coming in to week 4. Right? Okay. 0-1 on away games. Titans 2-1, 1-0 in home games. Something's got to give.
Titans win this one, and they win it by a lot, I think. They play pretty well. I liked how they played last game, too. So I think the Texans win this one by quite a bit. Jets team.
You mean Titans?
What did I say?
Texans.
Well,
I've done
the
that
Texans
before.
win by a lot.
I've done that before too.
Maybe I wasn't done with the Texans and Seahawks yet.
You're okay.
Regardless, the Jets, Geno Smith's going to throw like 5 interceptions, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. A lot. He'll throw a lot.
I was contemplating on whether starting the Titans defense this week because they're playing against the Jets.
I mean, that could work out.
Well, Geno Smith, he throws for quite a good number. He throws for a good number of yards. So the thing that's going to kill you is the interceptions.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the Browns didn't draft him because he fits their resume for a quarterback. Throws for a couple touchdowns, but throws for 4 interceptions a game.
No, do you know why the Browns didn't draft him?
Why?
Because they have because they have the star QB Brian Hoyer.
Star QB.
Yes, the star. He's a star, a stud.
5 minutes till football. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Week 4 is upon us.
Some baseball news: Bud Selig's retiring after the 2014 season.
Yes.
Woo!
I mean, I'm so sorry.
Instant replay in baseball. Woo!
Yeah. All right. So, you guys just trying to get off topic to annoy me?
Maybe.
I see you.
Broncos and Eagles.
Yeah, Broncos and Eagles. Eagles 1-2 coming into this game. They're
Denver.
in Denver. That's going to be the key thing to this game. The Broncos 3-0, 2-0 at home. Manning is already over 1,000 yards. I mean, ridiculous numbers that he's putting up this season. Who do you think wins this game and by how much?
I want to go first. Jeremy, you just said home field advantage for Denver will be the key factor. Well, it wouldn't be. Denver would win in Philadelphia. Denver will win at home. Philadelphia cannot stop Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is on a roll. He has a top 5 receiver in the league, and then he also has Wes Welker and Eric Decker. Peyton Manning, it's like he's playing Pee-wee football.
Yeah, he's slinging it out there.
The numbers he's putting up, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Sunday night, or was it this past Sunday night, I believe, Peyton Manning went 32 of 37 for 340-something yards, correct?
Yeah.
Those numbers are outstanding. 32 of 37, only 5 incompletions. That is Pee-wee football numbers.
It's unbelievable. Well, Pee-wee football, they don't throw the ball that much.
Well,
No,
yeah.
you send it over in Pee-wee football. Like it goes to each score.
Right.
But Peyton Manning, at age 37, he's putting up the best numbers in a while.
Okay, yeah, this is some of the best numbers of his career. He's on the pace to break Drew Brees' record that he broke a couple years ago for yards.
How many was that? 5,000 something?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty outstanding. Do you know how many yards Peyton Manning's thrown for his career?
Too many. You need
200?
60,000.
at least 12.
At least more than one.
At least.
Yes, Ian. At least more than one.
Good
Yes,
job, Ian. That's the meaning of at least.
at
You
least.
figured it out. So, what is the score prediction for the Broncos?
I say 42 to 10.
42. I'm gonna go 35 to. I mean, the Eagles can score, so 35 to 17.
I'm gonna one up you, and I'm gonna say 36 to 17.
Do you work for NFL.com? Like they said 37-17, so we'll see.
It's part of the NSA.
They're watching. They're listening to our show.
You guys saw that last night?
We say terrorist a whole lot, and they think we're terrorists, so they'll come listen to our show, so we'll get more listeners.
You guys watched that last night?
No.
Oh, that was great.
we sound like the guys on the radio. Like, me and my dad were driving the car a few days ago, and we're listening to a sports talk show. So they go from talking about Tim Tebow to talking about their favorite childhood movies.
I mean, that's just what sports talk radio is all
Nationally airing
about.
Sports talk show.
That's what sports talk's all about. You can talk about whatever the heck you want to talk about.
Redskins at Raiders in Oakland. This is going to be a good game because these teams both stink. What?
That was great.
I think we have our new host, Jeremy. Better watch out. Isaac has that voice.
Better
that
not
radio
cry.
voice.
Wait, are you trying to make a Santa Claus joke?
No.
Better watch out.
Isaac, I think you should apply for ESPN so you could have the Sunday Night Football job.
See, I agree. I think I should replace Al Michaels after he dies.
Whoa. Whoa.
And tonight we have the Jacksonville Jaguars squaring off against the New York Jets.
In a
I don't want to
prime
be here,
time.
and you shouldn't be watching this.
In the 2030 Super Bowl, we have the Jaguars facing off against the Jets.
See, but the Jaguars will make the Super Bowl in at least like 2028 or something. I mean,
Well, Cecil Shorts will be gone by then.
Aw. No, Cecil will be wide receivers coach on Jacksonville by then.
Probably.
Yeah.
So
All right.
what's our next game? What's our next game?
Redskins at Raiders. The Redskins.
I said that. Oh my
The
god.
Redskins are 0-3, but Robert Griffin III looked pretty good last week. He might be starting to figure it out. Raiders 1-2, had a horrible game against Denver. Terrell Pryor's showed some promise, but I don't know if he can keep doing what he's been doing. What do you guys think?
I think Oakland wins this game.
Woo!
I don't think the Redskins have bounced back from 0-3. I don't think RG3. I think he leaves this game early.
Really?
I think Mike Shanahan put him in way too early. I think RG3 leaves halftime and doesn't come back.
Wow. Bold prediction there by Ian Martin.
Heard it here first on the. What is this show called, Jeremy?
It's a Week 4 predictions show. We could call it NFL
That's
prediction
a dumb
show.
name. Can it be Coast to Coast Show like 8.5 or something?
Yesterday was a special episode of the Coast to Coast show. If you guys want to go
Oh,
check that out, you can look on our Facebook page too. As you can see, it's in the description. Shameless plug there. Yeah, but this is Week 4 predictions, NFL Week 4 predictions, as Miles and I do every week. You can check that out every Thursday before Thursday Night Football.
So, Isaac, what do you think about this game?
We're still on the smelly Indians versus the horrible Pirates, right?
Yes.
Well, you know, I like the Pirates the Raiders in this game. Terrell Pryor's look better than I expected this year. The Raiders actually look decent, whereas the Redskins look like it's horrible. How did they make the playoffs last year? Go from that to this. I mean, I know RG3 went through that injury and all, but like honestly, like okay, if they lose this game, then they probably won't finish better than like 4-12. Let's be honest.
Shanahan should have let RG3 play in the preseason. That's what he should have done.
Isaac, I
should
can
have waited even longer. That's
hold
what
on, I can tell you guys what it is. Witchcraft.
Ian knows how it is.
Yeah, Ian knows it all.
All right, move on
Ian
to
has
the
the
next game.
insight on these
This is
weird.
getting crazy.
Yeah, he's got the insight.
I've gotten the local tip from my local NSA agent.
Oh, by the way, the game just started, so
Oh no, it hasn't started yet. No, it hasn't.
it's 5:27. Yes, it's okay. It's starting. Like,
No, they have Brad Nessler and Mike Mayock breaking down the game right now on NFL
Hey,
Network.
let's get going. I want to watch that game.
All right, next game: Cowboys at Chargers. I'm picking the Cowboys in this game because Romo was looking better this season, and the Chargers are not. Even though they had a good game a few weeks ago, I like the Cowboys in this game. DeMarco Murray is going to run for a lot more yards. He's going to become a much better running back over the course of the season, and the Cowboys win this one by a score of about 21-10.
I have to agree with Isaac here. I think DeMarco Murray rushes for 135 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tony Romo, 21 of 35. Two touchdowns, 1 interception. Des Bryant, another big game. Cowboys win this 28-10.
Tony Romo throws for 229 yards and gets to that 1,000-yard mark for the season. And the Cowboys win this one 35-23. Moving on to the Sunday night football game, guys. This game is a big one. They got the Patriots at the Falcons. Falcons need to get a win to get their confidence going again after a tough loss to Miami down here last Sunday. What do you guys think of this game? Start with Ian.
For me, I'm gonna have to say Atlanta because they're at home. But if this game were in New England would win. But Atlanta, New England doesn't have much of a secondary right now, and Matt Ryan to Julio Jones or Matt Ryan to Roddy White. We've seen more of the Matt Ryan to Julio Jones though this year. I think they put up fantastic numbers. Matt Ryan throws for 350 yards. Julio Jones has 145 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns.
Dang.
Falcons win 35-21.
I disagree with Ian. Rob Gronkowski is supposed to be back for this game. According to a Patriots insider, he has a very good chance to play, which is good for him. He probably
Very
won't
good.
be. He probably won't be at his best. But the Patriots, depending on how he plays, that'll affect their game. If he plays well, if he catches 100 yards and maybe a touchdown or 2, Patriots win this. But I'm still probably going to pick Atlanta as the favorites to win this because they're at home. And Patriots haven't looked great this season. Even with Gronkowski, how much better can they get?
I'm going to go with the Falcons because I don't like the Patriots, and I like Matt Ryan to Julio Jones.
You're obnoxious, Jeremy.
No, not just because I don't like the Patriots, but I think the Patriots secondary is not as good as the Atlanta receivers are, and I don't think that the Patriots passing game can keep up with the type of defense that the Falcons bring. That's why I think the Falcons will win this game. Guess what, guys? We're going to go to a quick commercial break before we do the Miami Dolphins.
No, let's get it done right now. Let's get it done right now.
There's like 2 games left or 1 game.
Wait. Hold on.
There's 1 game.
Just give me a second.
It's not even a good game.
Give me a
Let's break
second.
it
Wait.
down.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off. Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
Miami Dolphins #1.
Wait, are we on commercial?
No, we are not a commercial. We are back after that.
Great, awesome. All right. My pick,
amazing
Saints
song.
win this game big. Saints win. They won't score a lot, but they'll score 23-10. Dolphins. Tannehill won't play a great game, and the Dolphins will.
Just because Jeremy's a fan of the Dolphins, I'm going to say 75-0. Saints win.
I like it. I like that pick.
Guess what? I'm going to play the song again as I'm making my pick.
No, that's obnoxious.
You guys can't hear it, but the viewers can, and the Miami Dolphins win this game. It's a close game at that. I'm gonna say it's a close game, guys. Sorry, I have to say it's a close game. And I don't agree with it's gonna be a blowout because you guys are just being obnoxious, and I'm gonna be obnoxious back. The Dolphins win this game. Ryan Tannehill throws for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. Go Dolphins! And thanks everyone for listening. Ian Martin, Isaac Glasser, thanks for being on with me today. Shout out to Miles. Good night.
Live from Los Angeles, we thank you for listening to another presentation of the National Sports Radio Station on Spreaker.com.